Hello, hello, Gemini. This is Miss Joan of Miss Joan's Tarot on the Hill. And yes, Lady J of Lady J's Tarot Reading. I am here in my Renaissance Fair tent with my Renaissance Fair setup, introducing the other half of my followers, subscribers, to how I met the other half. I've been doing these readings now for about a year at Ren Fairs, and I wanted to introduce the rest of you to me this way, so that when I do change the name of my channel to Lady J's Tarot Reading, with lots of cross-posting, of course, that hopefully in January you'll all come along and get the same sort of thing that you always do, only in on a new channel. This month we're going to play with the costume, and if it works for you and you dig it, great. Let me know. Leave me comments. But I won't know if you don't tell me. This is a lot, I know, so don't be alarmed. It's probably not going to be forever. But do let me know if you like it. We'll figure it out. All right. So here we have the 3 cards in front of me for the end of December, 24th through the 30th. And I will talk to you now about the one card we pulled as your guiding card for the month. It is Fire Agate, Passion. You are approaching all of the things in this month with passion. So there's a little fire, a little feisty, a little intensity being brought to every single thing you're doing. So it's whether it's just sitting with a sibling or another family member having a conversation, there will be some intensity in the situation. Don't be alarmed by it. Don't be caught off guard by it. Let it be kind of fun. Let it brighten the day. Let it be exciting. All right. So I'm going to add a few cards to these, and we will get into this. My tent is outdoors, so you will hear helicopters sometimes. You'll hear other things that are weird, like cars going by. I'll do my best to pause so you won't miss anything as we're working through the situations. All right. Bear with me. There is cool, fun things happening. All right. So let us see. This is a very advanced deck. I am not going to lie. But it's fun and interesting and super interesting. So let us see how it goes. All right. Triumph is the card we have here, showing that there is some victory, some joy, and some movement in an area of your life this week. It is the overriding theme of the week is triumph. So there's winning. You are winning. And the 8 of Cups is here to say that you'll be winning, but you might also be needing to release something that used to serve you quite a lot. Maybe a person who was somehow part of your family, but or part of your chosen family, who keeps coming around needing stuff, and you're going to want to release them. Okay. This 8 of Cups really speaks to me of staying also above the fray. I want you to stay above the fray when there's arguments and issues and uncomfortable conversations. Stay above the fray. Take the high road, okay? Let the high road be your thing and how you handle all of it, okay? Because that's the only way to do it right now, all right? And we have this lady. She's the queen. She's the queen of something that I can't read on the card. It's quite dark. But I'm not mad about it. What she feels like is really... She has her eyes closed, and she's got something in her hand. She's meditating. Interestingly, she's in a state of complete trust, because I think she's riding a bird. Okay, so while she's doing these things, this is very much a Queen of Swords situation, I would say, and you can at this point under Queen of the Raven, right? Okay, I'm going to go with Queen of the Raven. So she is definitely awesome. She is trusting herself. She's trusting everything around her. She's trusting all of her senses. So she isn't trusting just her eyes to know what she sees. And I want you to trust your intuition, your senses in every way at this time, okay? Now, the area up here where we're blocked is fertility, so we're not going to be making a whole bunch of stuff, not a lot of physical stuff. And for some of my Gemini who are trying to make babies, that's not going to work out this week. Doesn't mean next week won't be completely crazy. So be careful that way. But right now, I'm feeling like eggs are not going to be on the menu. Okay, just be okay with it. It's okay. It doesn't always. You don't always have to be making stuff. Okay, and this is a death card here, and it speaks very plainly about how some things are not meant to be here for long. So don't be afraid to release things that you're like, but I only had it for a couple weeks. It's okay. Some things aren't meant to be here for a very long time. Release it. Let it go. Yep. It's okay. And we have the Boogeyman. Huh. So this card here is the Boogeyman. He speaks very plainly of our fears, things that we fear in the dark, the things that we don't know, the things that we can't see, things that we aren't clear about. Don't let the things you can't see stop you from moving, okay? You're letting things stop you right now that are unseen, unfounded, and unclear. I don't want you to hold that. I don't want you to let that hold you back, okay? You're using all your senses, right? So use all your senses, but don't be afraid of things you don't know what it is. Don't be afraid of the unseen, all right? Now then, the solution? Financial and material changes. So yeah, you're changing everything about what's going on around you, which is much like everybody. But yes, you are going to be changing things on how you handle your money, how you take care of yourself, how you take care of other people. And that's okay. Change is in the air. Change has been in the air. It's time. It's that whole stepping through the doorway that we talked about. Spirit had said that we were all stepping through a doorway and we needed to be flexible. And if we weren't flexible, things were going to get really interesting, right? It's important to remember that the wabi-sabi is in place. So perfection isn't the answer right now. It's certainly not the answer. So stay in touch with your wabi-sabi. Divinely imperfect. Yay. Right? That's all wabi-sabi means. And this here is the Queen of Cups. She's awesome and fabulous and lovely. This is an emotionally based feminine energy person who will be entering your life and might be of some use, or might be somebody who creates a situation in this place where keeping things balanced and keeping things moving in this direction or that direction. But I feel like she might also be part of why everything has to change financially and physically in your world. Okay, so interesting, right? So keep an eye out for who she is. She might be trouble for you. And then there's this card. I'm going to call it the smoke ring. All right. So interesting. This deck is so strange that you never know how it's going to play. But there's this card here, and it has this on one side and this on the other. And I'm going to tell you right now that I think this is the front and that this is the back. I'm going with King of the Smoke Rings is my answer to what this card is. It's so interesting. It's in a gateway. It's in a doorway. So remember that this is in the doorway. It's framed in on both sides. I like that very much. There's an opportunity to step through. It's feeling divine in its own right because it has a crown on. I like that very much. But yeah, it's a very unique and beautiful card. It speaks volumes about it. This reminds me of the dandelion seeds. The crown reminds me of dandelions. So you can definitely create more abundance with what's going on here. There's an opportunity coming for you to master the situation, step through a doorway, and create more abundance. All right. So that's cool. All right. Let us get some clarity on some of these cards. How about that? All right, Gemini, let's do that. I think that would be a good choice. All right. So let's spread them out and pick some cards. I'm going to pull a card for the Eight of Cups. Just some clarity. One for this fabulous dark queen lady. The Queen of Ravens, I call her, right? I like that. I'm comfortable with the boogeyman and all these, so we'll go ahead and add a card to the Smoke Ring King. All right, let's go ahead and put these aside. So we're in triumph, right? We're winning in this situation. We're fighting for our worth and value, and we are winning. That's cool. Rest and reconsider, right? Eight of Cups, rest and reconsider. So you're taking in information, but you're staying above the fray, and we want to rest and reconsider how we approach that situation so that we don't blow it up. We don't want to blow it up. We don't want to blow it up. And the Queen of the Queen Raven here, Queen of Ravens is going to tell you that once more staying above the fray on the Raven. She's riding the Raven, right? And she's using all her senses, right, instead of her eyes. And clarified by love, all right? So you are going to be doing this from a place of love, absolutely. This is good news. We like that very much for you. Fertility is blocked, but not in a bad way, probably. It won't be for a long time, okay? Any delay here of the fertility is for your best interest, nothing more, all right? And don't be afraid of what you can't see. There's the boogeyman telling me that you're afraid of what you can't see. You can't see it, so don't worry about it so much, all right? Until it comes out physically, it's not worth talking about. Financial, material changes are coming. Don't freak out. There is this emotionally based lady who's going to probably help bring those things about. Be aware of it. Don't be upset about it. And we have the King of Smoke Rings. That's what I've decided to call that. It has a lot of plenty in there, a lot of benefits, doorways, opportunities, and seeds. I see lots of things happening here that are going to be very good for you, not bad for you, based on this person, this energy that will come through, okay? And it's supported by your third eye chakra, keeping open to the magic of the universe, all right? So even as there are things that come out of negative situations or what seems negative that turn into beautiful, amazing things you never dreamed possible. My brain is latched onto an idea of when you show up, and I don't know why there's, okay, so we'll go with that story from the show. Oh, where did it go? Anyway, go to the hospital, and lady has triplets. One of them passes. Somebody else has a baby, and they adopt the other baby to make the full triplet set, right? That's a whole show. I can't remember what it's called, but it's a whole show. Anyway, you know what it is. Put it in the comments below. Clarify my brain for me. Thank you. But the reality is that you know, from disaster can come positivity, right? So when one person loses, another person gains, but beauty is born in the moment, and love wins every time. So that's really how funny that comes. So pay attention and look for the magic that's possible in what may seem like a less than ideal situation. It's good. It's going to be great. It's going to be wonderful. And I love that for you. And I look forward to seeing what January holds for 2024. Come back. We'll talk, Gemini. And I love you. Thank you for being here. Like and subscribe. Leave comments. It's good for the algorithm, they say. And I'm here for you. Thank you.